Hello everyone. I once again welcome you all in the online lectures, and we are talking about the retrosynthesis as well as total synthesis of some natural compounds. In previous some lectures we discussed about the retrosynthesis as well as total synthesis of strychnine, reserpine as well as erythronoid B. Now in this lecture we will be discuss on the retrosynthesis as well as total synthesis of thionamycin. So thionamycin is the compound. Its structure is very simple. It containing a 4-member ring and also containing a 5-member ring. So in that ring, here is the hydrogen that is below the plane, and here is that is CO2 minus. Here is carbon-carbon double bond, and here is it containing a structure like this, that is NH3 plus, and here it containing a carbonyl functionalities. And here if we see, here is the hydrogen that is above the plane, here is the OH group which is above the plane, and here is the methyl substitution, and this is called as a thionamycin. So thionamycin was the compound. So it was isolated from the fermentation of the broths of soil which is containing microorganism, and it is a potent antibacterial compound, that is beta lactam, and it is against active the pseudomonas. So this compound will be exist in the zwitterion, that is it containing CO2 minus as well as this NH3 plus, that is called as a zwitterion, and its absolute configuration as well as the structure was deduced by the scientist, that is Merck, in the late 1970s, and on the basis of the chemical properties as well as the spectroscopic technique and the X-ray crystallographic studies, the structure was isolated. Now in this lecture we will be discuss on the retrosynthesis of this thionamycin. So thionamycin compound, so that will be exist in the zwitterion, and here we can firstly break the compound at this position. So this compound can be formed by the, we can say that, conjugate addition of the compound, or we can say that, so initially we can break this compound at this position, and the compound can be formed by the conjugate addition as well as the elimination of the compound, right? And here if we breaking this compound at this position, so what we get here, the 4-member ring which is remains as it is, which contain this nitrogen and the carbonyl functionalities. Here is the OH group that is above the plane, this is methyl substitution, and here is the hydrogen which is above the plane, and this is the hydrogen which is below the plane, right? And here this is CO2 minus, and here we get a carbonyl compound. So this is called as a beta keto ester, right? But in this beta keto ester, so this CO2 minus will be converted it into ester, that is called as a PNB, right? CO2 PNB. So what is meant by PNB? PNB is nothing but para-nitrobenzyl group. That is, so this PNB is nothing but it is CH2, then C6H4, and here is NO2 functionality, that is para-nitrobenzyl group. Then further step, we can break this bond at this CN bond. So it is called as a beta keto ester. In the next step we can break this CN bond, and then this CN bond can be formed by the, we can say that, carbene insertion. So here we can insert the carbene, that is called as a carbene insertion, and after that carbene insertion we can get such type of compound. So what we get here, we get one more intermediate that containing, this is the 4-member ring, here is this hydrogen that is below the plane. So this is the hydrogen that is above the plane, and here is the OH group that is above the plane, this is methyl substitution, and here is the carbon substitution, right? Then here is the hydrogen, and here this CH2, then C double bond O, then here is carbene group which contain, that is CO2 PNB, and here is the carbon substitution, right? So this intermediate we get here. Suppose this is the compound 1, then this is the intermediate 2 that is called as a beta keto ester, and this is intermediate 3 that is called as a carbene group. Then in further step, so this carbene group can be replaced by the diazo group. So we get intermediate like this which contain this nitrogen substitution. Here is the hydrogen, then here is the hydrogen which is above the plane, this is the OH above the plane, this is methyl substitution, this is carbon substitution. And here, what we get here, CH2, then C double bond O, here is C double bond N2, and here is, that is CO2 PNB, right? So this is the a compound. Then after that, so this called as the intermediate number 4. Then this intermediate can be converted it into another a group by breaking the bond at this position. So this bond can be formed by, we can say that, diazo formation. So this is due to the diazo formation, and we can also break this bond at this position. So this is due to the carbon-carbon bond formation, right? After breaking this bond, we can get another intermediate which containing these 4 member ring. Here is carbonyl, and here we can introduce a R group. So what is the R group? R group is nothing but this is dimethyl, then tertiary butyl silyl group, right? Or we can write this dimethyl silyl tertiary butyl group as here substitution, and then remaining substitutions will be same here. Here is OH, here is methyl. So this is the hydrogen above the plane, this is a hydrogen below the plane, and then CH2, then C double bond OH, or we can write it as a CO2 EH. Then in further step, we can again convert this intermediate number 5 into the another group by breaking the bond at this position, as well as we can protect this carbonyl group, right? So we can protect this group, and this is due to the carbon-carbon bond formation. And what we get here, we get another intermediate which containing this substitution. Here is the R group, here is the carbon substitution, and here we are breaking the substitution. Here is the hydrogen below the plane, and here we can say that, so there is, we can protect these carbonyl functionalities by using a cyclic thiol substitution, and here we are using SiMe3 substitution, right? So this will be easily formed, and we get another intermediate, that is CH3 C double bond OH, that is called as a acetaldehyde, and we can get this intermediate number 6, this is intermediate number 7. So we have break this bond. We are breaking this bond due to the, we can say that, aldol condensation, and after aldol condensation, that means if we are taking this aldehyde and as well as this ketone, then we get such type of intermediate. This is called as a aldol condensation. Then in further step, in next step, we can break this bond at this position, and the bond can be formed by due to the CC bond formation. And after that, what we get here, we get this 6 member ring, that 6 member ring containing this cyclic thiol as well as these hydrogen and this SiMe2 functionalities, and we get a intermediate like this which containing this substitution. Here is the carbon substitution, this is the hydrogen, and then CH2, this is iodine, and here, and the substitution at this position, that is called as a R group. So this R group will be remain same here. Then this is called as the intermediate number 8, this is called as the intermediate number 9. Then in further step, we can convert this iodine into the another functionalities, that is called as a functional group interconversion, and due to that functional group interconversion, we can introduce the another substitution at this position, and here we can again replace this R group by the hydrogen, and then remaining functionalities will be same here. Here we can use, that is CO2Bn, that is a benzyl group, and that is called as a CO2Bn, called as a protection. Then in further step we can break this lactam ring, and this is called as a lactam formation, and after that this lactam formation, what we get here, we get another intermediate that containing this, that is NH2. Here is the hydrogen, here is the CO2Bn, and here that is called as a CO2, and again we can introduce as a benzyl group here, that is called as a CO2Bn. And here instead of adding hydrogen, we can use, that is SiMe2. So this is called as a intermediate number 10, and this is called as the intermediate number 11. Then in further step, we can deprotect all the groups, that is CO2Bn, CO2Bn and NHSIME2. So what we get? We get a compound that is called as a NH2. Here is hydrogen, here is CO2H, and here is also CO2H. That is called as a L-aspartic acid. So this is a amino acid. So this L-aspartic acid, that is called as the intermediate number 11, and this could be the starting material for the synthesis of this thionamycin, right? So this was the starting material was used by the scientist Merck in 1980 for the synthesis of this thionamycin, and the total synthesis of thionamycin will be discussed in next lecture. So with this we can stop here. Remaining part will be discussed in next lecture. Thank you.